dismal weather, an early kick-off, traffic hold-ups around the city. Nothing though can diminish the appetite for a fixture which sees Celtic come to Ibrox for the first time in a decade, strongly fancied to take all 3 points. Rangers make 2 changes to the side which lived dangerously in Poland in midweek. Despite criticism and ultimate substitution, Flo is in the lineup from the start. Reyna returns for the first time since that game against Fenerbahce. And Michael Moles makes a reappearance, having recovered from that serious groin injury. Celtic haven't had to make all that many changes this season, and there is the accustomed look to their defence. Although Bobby Petter is unfit, he's not even on the bench. Alan Thompson, who was sent off the last time he played here, isn't from the start, and of course, the only Celtic player to have played in all the games so far this season, Larsson, continues up front. The referee today is Kenny Clark. Anybody who harboured romantic notions that kicking off at midday on the 7th would produce peace in our time ought to be listening to these overtures of hatreds coming from either end of Ibrox Park, and which I suppose sadly goes along with the old firm fixture the way Yorkshire food goes along with today's Sunday joint. It's certainly not to everybody's taste, but unquestionably it does add unique tension to this very special game. Michael Moles getting his first touch, slipping up there and overcrowded right away. Just over 5 minutes gone. Balde away again. Here's Ferguson. That'll be a free kick. Now they want that ball taken again, very quickly taken there, and Paul Lambert coming in. Remember, he was seriously injured here in the game at Ibrox. Robert Douglas. Celtic taking time to form that defensive wall. The referee wanting Larsson. And Agathe back into the line. Amoruso off the wall, he gets a corner kick, and I think he was probably fortunate to get that because he really didn't strike that cleanly. Really drove into it hard. Ferguson. Low. Oh, no run forward there. Agathe had marked that off. Good anticipation by Agathe. That's a free kick. You could tell right away that Larsson was going to skin Amoruso. Back he goes. Big Italian defender who has apparently settled his rather turbulent relationship with the management. A free kick to Celtic this time, in a very good position for Celtic. And I would imagine Stillian Petrov is licking his lips at the prospect of taking this one. He scored 2 goals recently like that, and I'm quite sure that's been watched on video by Rangers. Although even watching it in video, if he takes it well, there's nothing very much you can do about it. A mix of ferocity and accuracy in the last 2 goals he scored from this situation. As we also have Thompson there, can take them, and Larsson. Yes, it is. Again, and it's in! Right through the goalkeeper. He's done it again. The 3rd free kick in a row, and the goalkeeper surely at fault there. The Celtic end in raptures. The young Valgaeren who recovered dramatically. Watch it. That should have been saved. That is for an international goalkeeper, a basic error that might cost his side very dearly indeed, because I think if Celtic get in front of this game, they will be very difficult to catch. Numan. Blow. Reyna. Now flows Celtic. Backtracking, and I think very effectively. Crowding the penalty area. Here's Numan. Got a bad ball in, and it's just passed. Well, Klos' striking rate, whatever is said about his play outside the penalty area, has been immense since he's come to Ibrox. These long legs of his almost producing the equaliser. And it goes to Numan. Moles will be hard put to keep this in, but he does. Good play by Moles. On to Numan. Tantalising ball. Failed for the penalties, he went down there, but I think weak ones. Mistake there by Robert Douglas. Here's Reyna. Poor ball by Reyna. Craig Moore again. Little bit of spin and swerve in that, but it had to be better than that. Well, good play by Moll, showing he's got his strength back, taking on the defenders. Got support, and watch this mistake. Could have cost him dearly. Ferguson. Reyna. Numan on the outside of him, still Reyna. Numan putting it in, and there's Balde again. Numan, lovely little touch. And it goes. Played down there by Ricksen, but good covering by Thompson. And whenever the Rangers have posed that kind of threat, there always has been this extra man in. Very good skill play there by Numan. Taken there by Sutton. Reyna. Way by Boer. Valgaeren comes in on it. Oh, the referee's waving play on. Appeal there for a free kick, and it's given. Free kick to Celtic. Well, I thought that was a free kick to start off with. That certainly was. Well, I think Rangers must be absolutely dreading this, given how they defended the last one. See no reason why they shouldn't have a go with Petrov again. I mean, he has the power and the accuracy to put them in from there. Up he comes this time, it's Thompson with it! And almost an ironic cheer at that save coming from the Celtic end. Nestling safely in his arms this time. Way to Thompson. And a free kick this time, as the referee goes across to Sutton, mixing with Ricksen. Now he's already been warned, Sutton. Well, it wasn't all that bad when you see it again. Ricksen to take it. All the way through, here's Michael Moles with it! Well, that kind of finish, I think, stems from not playing often enough. Quite simply that, it was an opportunity, the sort of thing that Rangers have to grab in a situation like this. The referee, I think, will end the game here and now. And in fact he does, as Celtic go off at half-time, one goal out. This remarkable young Bulgarian international, Stilian Petrov, with an amazing record. But oh dear, I think you can put that down also as an assist by a certain German goalkeeper. Half-time score, Rangers 0, Celtic 1. Celtic leading by that solitary goal at the start of the second half. You know, the last time they won consecutive games at Ibrox in the same season was 18 years ago. Now they could be on the verge of repeating that, because Rangers, as the home team playing at Ibrox, will be expected to push forward and attack. And that might leave that Rangers defence vulnerable. This is Ricksen. Two Celtic players getting it to it first. Ricksen again. As I said, Rangers had a lot of possession in that first half. Nothing to show for it. Little dink forward, and that'll be a corner kick. Not directed the right way, but again, this man Balde has been immense in defence. come Konterman, Moore, Amoruso. And in just past, it was Konterman who got that touch. But there were so many bodies in there, I think it was going to be very difficult for him to finish that off. Good corner kick, a lot of curl in it. Well, a decent effort. De Boer. Ricksen. Boer pops up. That's a decent ball and just passed again by Moore. I think that was a chance. I certainly think it was a chance, so watch from this angle. I think he could have directed that somewhat better. I think that's a missed chance. He seemed to get the top of his head. Once again to Valgaeren, the kind of ball that Larsson likes. And Boer going right in on that. I think the referee is going to book him for it. In it goes. He certainly went in for the ball, but there was contact after that. So Larsson recovers. I seem to be all right, Larsson. There's Boer. Little ball on the outside, just kept in there by Ricksen. Still Ricksen with it. Across it goes and Reyna misses. A golden chance again. And I think there was a collision as well, quite accidental. Right across the face of the goal. Neatly put down here. And I think Flo actually... Yes, if you look at it again, I think Flo put Reyna off here. The free kick again. That's a better ball. De Boer. Numan is making the run. In comes Numan. Across it goes and well clutched there. And I'm not quite sure if the better option would have been a little chip across. But certainly the Rangers supporters encouraged by this. Direct to the goalkeeper. Maybe the cutback would have been more productive. Petrov coming in for it. And this must be it. No appeals. Yes, a penalty kick. Penalty kick. The Rangers defence wide open there. And what's going on? Petrov. Paul Lambert it was who challenged. And there's a bit of a riot going on in the penalty area, and the Rangers players being told to get out of it. What's the referee going to do about this? Certainly the card's going to come out. Amoruso is off. Amoruso goes off. Paul Lambert mixed with a German goalkeeper he knows only too well from Borussia Dortmund. And there might be something here. Yellow card for Ricksen as well. Lambert, Ricksen yellow, Amoruso red. And he saves it! Well, he's retrieved the situation. There's still only one goal in it. And I think the length of time, the delay, even though outwardly Larsson looked immensely calm, I think that must have affected him. Here's the attack. Well, he went in from the back, and did he go at the ball or not? Well, whatever he did, he impeded the player, and then as a free kick. I think you might lay those off again. Thompson fires it in. It's a great save. Tremendously controlled shot there. Free kick. And you can have these go well over the top. And look at the dip in it. Way down it goes and away by Numan. Lambert trying to get it in. Stabbed away, but Celtic picking it up in midfield. They have that extra man and they've been effective in midfield. Oh, there's an arm out there. Agathe. He tries to go through there. Great save by Klos again. That could have been a winning of the game. You can see how he takes defenders on. Great balance, and he had to go for it. So much of the play has come down this left-hand side. There's McCann, Kinigia. There's a shot in, and it's just saved. Brilliant save by Douglas. Numan coming forward. Lovely move by Rangers again. Just dabs it to the side. And I think he might have been a little bit obscured by the players in front of him. That goes down as a fine save. Konterman puts it down. Moore a little bit slow going for that. There's Konterman again. Rabchik. All Celtic are doing is just keeping possession. Inviting Rangers to come in for the tackle. Good run by Thompson. Can he get his right foot to it? He's done it! That's the winning of the game. With the poorer of his 2 feet taking on that Rangers defence, sliding it away, and I made it about a couple of minutes into stoppage time. Without any dispute, Celtic are winning this game. Very poor tackling, allowing him that freedom, although he had a lot to do and he did it well. And I would imagine, regardless of how that first goal came about, a 2-0 defeat at home. Remember, the last time there were consecutive wins by Celtic at Ibrox in the season was 18 years ago. It's been a long time waiting, and that's the end. And you begin to wonder if the inquest will be about the man with whom Martin O'Neill had a handshake there, Dick Advocat. 2 goals in it. First of all, that free kick there, and it should have been saved. There's no question about it. A professional goalkeeper ought to put up with that. Then came the penalty incident. Last defender foul there, and Amoruso sent off. Bookings after that. Long delay, and then up came Henrik Larsson. A good save by the goalkeeper, but all the saving from a penalty in the world will not obscure what happened earlier on in the game. And then, in stoppage time, Alan Thompson coming in from the left-hand side, as I said, with the poorer of his 2 feet, using accuracy more than strength to put it beyond any doubt. Final score, Rangers 0, Celtic 2.
I think it helps when we've got a goal to defend as well, and we got that probably against the run of play, but we scored Stillane has lashed the ball into the net, and it gives you something at Ibrox to hold on to.
That's so part of football. Sometimes the goalkeeper saves the game for you, and today, yeah, it was a mistake. Everybody could see it the way I saw it, but I have to see it back on television to say yes or no. But that's football.
When you're being driven back, as Rangers drove us back with terrific play, all their top class players are back available now, and it shows they are a top class side.
Alan, I'm quite sure the Celtic support don't give 2 hoots with which foot you score goals from, especially in an Old Firm game. But can I ask you, is that a unique occasion for you?
I've not scored many. I think I scored a couple when I was at Bolton, but that's a few years ago now. I'm just delighted that at the end of the day we got the 3 points.
You have a contract to the end of the season. Quite clearly you have. Is it a case, if I put it to you directly, that this is something you would definitely not walk away from?
For me, it is still a strange situation. Both managers. I always said in the beginning when I was successful, the first 2 years, don't ask me questions about Barnes, because today it is Barnes, tomorrow it can be myself. And at the moment it is myself. But again, it is not a shame at the moment to be the number 2. It is most important thing that we, on the last day, are on the first place. We have still 29 games to go, there's still a lot to win, and that's the most important thing. But I don't understand the press here in Scotland that they don't accept 2 excellent managers in O'Neill and Advocaat.